Compass FM. Joining me for the very first time this year, Dan Gordon, Mayor of the Waimakariri.
Good morning, Kerry.
Now we're looking forward to 2022. Dan Gordon, Mayor of the Waimak, what do you reckon? Top 3 local body issues that we're going to face this year?
Well, look, it's probably not dissimilar to last year in the respect of the government's reform program. And dealing with that actually takes a lot of our time here, particularly around Three Waters. Dealing with the effects of growth are something that underpins a lot of what we do in our decisions. So, in actual fact, just making sure that we continue to do business as usual. But I think COVID's got to be in there as well, and just managing that. They're the top 3 that I see. Here at this point, just putting me on the spot, they would be my top 3 at this point.
Well, you are the right mayor for the right district, Dan, and one of the things that is coming up this year, obviously, in regards to Three Waters and COVID, is the election, the local body elections. There's plenty of motivated and quite angry people out there in regards to national politics. Do you think this will affect local body the elections later on this year in October?
I think, depending on people's views, certainly will be something that will factor into people's considerations. I just hope that last election, we had a good turnout. I just hope people do turn out and exercise their opinion. It's really important, and for candidates considering as well. And there'll be a whole raft of consideration around that in the later part. But at the moment, as a council, we're focused on our annual plan, so we're about to go into that next week, which sets our budget for the year, and our staff and elected members have been working on that in the latter part of last year and over the Christmas break, so we're working on that right at the moment. Hey, look, just while I've got a moment, just to say, I did enjoy a break over the period. It was so great to get out and about and just enjoy everything we have locally. We have so much here on our doorsteps. And one particular thing I did enjoy doing was Mayor Murray Black and her husband actually kindly invited me up to their place, and we went and had a look at the Balmoral fire lookout. So it's just past the Hiranui pub there. I just suggest to people, if you're looking for things to see and do, just walking up this slight incline, you get to the top. It's been restored by both the Lions and Dock in partnership with the Hiranui District Council. It's absolutely fantastic. The view is amazing up there, and when we don't have to go far to actually find things on our doorstep, and that's one that I really enjoyed over that period.
And one of the things too, Dan, is that if you're outside and there's not too many people around there, then you can just carry on doing it, because there are restrictions out and about for some of us now. It's actually a really, really good thing. I actually saw the photo on your Facebook page there, Dan, and you weren't puffing too much at all. So look, it's achievable for everyone. The Balmoral Fire Lookout, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. And and while we're talking about, I guess, the red traffic light system, I guess the most important thing for people is we're in this period now. The government did announce a traffic light system, which gives far greater certainty for everyone around what we can and can't do. Mm-hmm. So really and truly, vast majority of things we do, we can carry on with our normal lives. But we've got just restrictions around events, 100 that can assemble. And just speaking to that, I'm aware that the Destiny Church are looking to do a march this particular Saturday, and then on Sunday having a church service in one of our reserves. Just say to people, these are not endorsed by the council. Mm-hmm. And there are strict limits on numbers, so my advice is to keep away from those events and not encourage. I don't want to see that level of activity encouraged here. I'm not against people speaking up and having their say. Obviously, that's important, but we're in a really, in an environment where we have fairly strict guidelines there, and we really need to make sure that they're encouraged, that they are observed, because we're here to protect all our community, and I respect the rights of people to have their say about it, but public demonstrations and those sort of things at the moment, there are very strict guidelines around those, and just ask people to be really clear and aware of those if they do intend to participate. And they do not carry our endorsement, neither do they carry our endorsement to be in our reserves either. In saying that, though, we can't stop anyone from going into our reserves and wouldn't do so. But there are really strict guidelines around that, and I ask that people observe that.
There just seems to be a fair amount of just giving the finger, I guess maybe not the best way of looking at it, but sort of holding your thumb onto your nose and waggling your fingers attitude in a small part of community, not just here in North Canterbury, but right around the country as well. So thank you, Dan. Appreciate you doing that. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, hey, look, in our community, Canterbury, 99% have had their first vaccine and 97% have had their second vaccine. That was what I was, double vax. So pretty impressive that people have got out and done that. The government's definitely encouraging people to get their boosters. Definitely encourage people to do that when you're eligible, just to make sure you keep yourself protected in our community. It's what the vaccine program's all about, is to try and minimise that risk for everyone, and I absolutely believe in it and encourage people to follow those things carefully.
Absolutely wise words. Dan Gordon, Mayor of the Waimakariri District. For the next wee while, whilst we sort of just get through, this wee bit of a hump in the in-studio chats and other bits and pieces, Dan, we'll keep you on the phone for next week as well, as we sort of go through these headwaters in regards to Omicron and other bits and pieces. But you're always on the end of the phone and you're always available. Dan Gordon, Mayor of the Waimak. We'll catch you again next Tuesday at around the same time.
Thanks, Kerry. Look forward to speaking next week.
Compass FM.